Hey everyone, it's me, LDD, Laura, DelusionDispeller. How are all my lifers doing today? Hope everything is well with you. Hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in like quite a few days. I think it's been like 3 days, maybe more. I'm not sure. I've been kind of binge watching Life Swap lately. That's how I've been spending my days. Um, and just kind of, applying to jobs and waiting, and that's pretty much what I've been spending my time doing, and that's all. And hanging out with my kitty cats and cleaning the house and stuff like that, and trying to stay cool because it has been so beastly hot here, ridiculously hot. Hey, Spoof, I just miss all of you guys. Hey, Sweet Wheat, thanks for being a member, Sweet Wheat. I like your little blue star there. That's pretty cool. I did do a membership live stream. Nobody showed up. I don't know if I did it wrong or what the deal was. No, I knew what you meant. I knew you meant hi. But yeah, I was thinking today, like how different my time on YouTube has become. It used to be where I practically lived to be on here. Like I couldn't wait to get online and do something or talk about something or do impersonations or a dance or a song or whatever. And now it's just like YouTube's kind of an afterthought for me, I guess is what you call it. It's like, yeah, that's there. When I feel like going on, I will. Just a lot of other things feel more important to me. And then when I do come on and I browse around, all I hear is the same baloney I always hear from people. So, things don't change that much. So I'm really not missing anything. It's really just all the same old, same old. And I don't ever get involved in most of that stuff anyway, so, it doesn't really hold any of my interest. I definitely have been getting a lot out of watching the Wife Swap show. I know some people might say it's staged or scripted or whatever, but there's some lessons I've learned on there that I have applied in my real life that have actually helped me, so it's all good. Had a visit from my daughter Carol today. She came over to the house to chat with me a few minutes. And I talked to Amber. She's going to be going next week to get her driver's license. So I'm proud of her for that. Tomorrow she's going to a job interview at a cafe near her house. So yeah, things are just, moving and shaking. Same old, nothing exciting going on here. Nothing bad going on. Just pretty much life as usual. My garden is growing pretty well, but I'm not sure if the watermelons are going to make it because there's still only just like a couple leaves up above the ground. And I thought watermelon were supposed to grow really quickly once they got started. Apparently these ones are not, so I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong. I might need to go and get some fertilizer or something for them, or feed, vitamins, whatever. Hi, Jeff. Interesting little cartwheelers there, whatever those are. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I guess, is that symbolic of YouTube just going round and round and round? Because that would be definitely apropos under the circumstances. We are trying to rehome a couple of the cats at this point, Maverick and Momo. So far, nobody interested, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But my reasoning for that is I'm just exhausted in the morning, and trying to feed cats while the other ones are competing for the food bowl is just driving me crazy. And, just it's hard. It's a hard situation. I'm getting old and I'm tired, and it's just a lot to deal with. And Momo and, well, not Maverick so much, but Momo is definitely a huge eater. And as you know, money has always been an issue for me. So I have to rehome the one that eats the most. It just makes sense. But so far, nobody is interested. So we're just going to keep them, as long as we can until somebody decides they want to give them a forever home. It's going to be harder in the winter, I think, because obviously cats don't go out in the winter. and 6 cats in the house is a lot of cats in this tiny little place. So I've been really trying to, pick up the place and make it neater. And the 2 cats I mentioned are very destructive. Maverick likes to scratch, so I got a slit in my finger the other day. Just because I was holding him and I went to put him down, he got me with his back claw and slit my finger. And Momo, like I said, just tries to mooch everybody's food. So cats are great, but once in a while you have issues with them, and that's just how it is. And I think it will be easier having a few less cats around here, or a couple less cats. It's a lot of work and a lot of money. That's the big thing, is it costs a lot of money for their food. So, because they don't just eat dry food, they eat dry and wet food. And that wet food is not cheap. It's like $25 or something for 35 or 32 of them, the cans. And they eat about 4 cans a day. 6 cats. And, actually each cat should be getting a can of their own according to the directions. And I can't afford to do that, so they don't get that. Sometimes I'll give them like chicken juice out of a can to mix with their food, because I can't afford to buy them the canned stuff that they need, the amount of it. But yeah, it's not fair to them. I can't take care of all these cats in a healthy way. So I'm doing what needs to be done, and or trying to anyway. We'll see what happens with that. That's about it. There's nothing else happening here. We are in July. I had a good time. No, Jeff, I don't think so. I'm thinking of getting a tiny dog at some point, maybe. Years from now. Probably not anytime soon that I know of. But no, I don't think I would get... 6 cats is a lot of cats. I mean, if I had a huge house, maybe, like a split level house or something with several floors on it, I might consider having 6 cats, but not in this tiny thing. It's only 523 square feet in this place. It's barely enough room to move around if you're 2 people, let alone having cats everywhere. And no, I really don't enjoy having cats up near my food. I know that's something that was mentioned a few times on different live streams about, oh gosh, she's got her cats up there. There's probably cat hair and everything. Yeah, after a while, it does get annoying to pick up something, try to eat it, and there's a cat hair in it. I don't like that. So, if Momo's up on the countertop, I'll put her down on the floor because I don't want fur in my food. It's gross. And Momo is like that because when Momo was a tiny little kitten, she would hop up on top of the countertop and watch me do dishes. And I didn't mind that. She was a little kitten, And she'd sit there and stare at me, and I would talk to her. And I was married to Celestino, so I had issues with him. And she was kind of my companion, So you train them to do something, though, they're instinctual. So they automatically do stuff after a while. So she just thought, I can get up on the countertop. I can walk across the countertop near the dishes. And Mom's preparing food over there. Maybe she's got some cheese or something I can go and mooch. And so she's all up in my face all the time. I can't cook dinner without her trying to mooch food. It's been lately that now that it's, nicer out on some days, I will put Momo outside if it's not super hot. Now, the last 2 days have been beastly. I will not put any cats out there. Although Mimi loves it outside. She's been out there all day and loves it. So, but Momo, no, I won't put her out there. That's too hot for her. So, but if it's nice out, yeah. If I'm cooking, I'll put her out there before I even start. Because I don't like cat hair in my food. And it also gets annoying having a cat, stick their nose near your food when you're trying to cook it or prepare it or get it to the table, which I don't have a table yet. That's another thing we're working on. We're going to be getting a table at some point and moving the living room around, I think. I know eventually we're painting in here. That's the plan. And when we have a table, we're going to start eating at the table because we haven't really ever done that on a consistent basis. And I would like to have it be more of a family atmosphere. And the TV will go off and the electronics will go off. And we will just sit and actually communicate like human beings. which is something that I think society lacks a lot of times. You know, especially if you have kids, they're involved in sports or dancing or whatever. You're not there to sit down with them at the table anymore. Well, I don't have kids. I have my husband and me and a bunch of cats. And I would love to just sit down and be able to have a dinner with them. So that is in the plan for the future. Yes, I imagine 2 dogs are a lot of work, I'm sure. I mean, I look at my situation, 6 cats, and I'm watching Wife Swap. This one lady had 20 animals, and I'm talking about all kinds of animals. She had a kangaroo, she had a wombat, she had mice or rats or something, a whole house full of them. And no, my friends, she did not cage any of them. They were all literally roaming the house, pooping everywhere. Sorry if anybody's eating. But that's the truth. It was like a zoo inside the house. They had literal animals everywhere and poop everywhere and pee. They didn't have litter boxes that I could see. They just let the animals do their duty. That's gross. And I was like, man, I hope people online don't think that of me. That's not how I live. My cats have 2 litter boxes. And no, it's not a swimming pool. We got rid of the swimming pool. The swimming pool was because we had a lot more than 6 cats, I'm pretty sure, at that time. And if you're going to try to keep a clean surface for them to use the restroom, you had to clean it out. And I always cleaned that pool, and it was too much work. It was a lot to have to do. So we got rid of the pool. I got 2 litter boxes in place of the pool. So those get cleaned every day, at least once or twice a day, sometimes more if needed. And that's that. That's how I live. I mean, I don't have feces on my floor or food on my floor. Nowhere. Look at that. I have crumbs on the floor sometimes if I haven't vacuumed right away. But yeah, my floor is not nasty, dirty cat feces. And no, And my kitchen floor, shiny. So no, I can't even stand the thought of that. So if that's how y'all think I live or thought I lived, no, you're wrong. I wouldn't. That's nasty. Anyhow, yeah, there's not much else happening with me, I don't think. Just been watching TV and looking for jobs. That's about it. I do get out and exercise once in a while, get some walks in, and still doing my fit on routines, my exercise routines. I've been doing those. I did some Zumba yesterday, lifted some weights, that sort of thing. But that's all here, folks. What else is happening with you guys? Talk at me if anybody's here still. Oh, my nose. One thing I also would like to do with Matthew eventually is we have like a little theater group here that puts on plays and things. I would love to start going to plays again, musicals, and not plays, but musicals. That would be fun. Do that. And now COVID's pretty much gone. People aren't, I mean, there are people still getting it. We know a few people that have COVID right now. So it is happening, but for the most part, everybody's kind of calmed down around here about it. So yeah, things are back opened up again, and that's it. Oh, okay. Cool. We had pizza tonight. Pizza and salad. I'm pretty much done eating for the day. Anyway, I won't stay on long because I don't think anybody's really going to talk any more than they always do. But I just wanted to pop on and say hi because I haven't talked to you in a few days. So, I mean, I think about you guys. Don't get me wrong. I just don't. I honestly, honest to God, I do not miss the drama and the craziness on here at all. I just don't miss it. When I'm not here, I don't even think of this place. I think of you guys. I think of Sweet Wheat and Spoof and Jeff and everybody on here. I just don't think about, gee, I wonder who made a video about who, or who went real life on who. I just don't. It's not that I don't care about you. I don't care about that stuff. That just, I think it's useless. And it would behoove everybody to just really pull back from a lot of that junk. It's just not enhancing your life any at all. Just saying. I get more out of watching Wife Swap and learning life lessons. I think Wife Swap has helped me appreciate Matthew a lot more too. And to understand what my role is as a wife, how to better myself in that role and be more supportive of him and stuff. So that's been a good thing for me. Had a therapy appointment the other day. It went well. Oh, I did. I was just waiting to see if you came in. I wasn't sure if you were going to. Father, I lift up Nancy to you. I pray your blessings and your intervention in whatever situation she's going through. Put your angels around her. Surround her with your love. Let her know that you understand everything she's going through and that she's not alone. Restore, renew, rebuild, and do what you do best in her situation. Bring health and healing and wholeness and strength and courage and all the things she needs. In Yeshua Jesus' name, amen. Well, and what I do know, Sweet Wheat, is that it's not really going to change anytime soon. So whether I'm in the middle of it or putting my 2 cents in or reacting to something or making my own videos, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't go anywhere. Just round and round and round, you know, like Jeff's little cartwheelers there. So, yeah, I just pop on to see who's saying what, and I'm like, oh, okay, same old. Nothing changes. I mean, if it really affects people's lives that much to where they're just like basket cases and don't feel like they can go on anymore, then you need to get off of YouTube, because it really is not all that serious. Unless they're like literally doing things that are affecting your real life, then yes, that's serious. And that's where you get the authorities involved that can do something about it. But battling it like video to video, all that does is provide entertainment for people that are into weird drama stuff like that, you know. It's not going to help you any. It's not going to achieve any reconciliation or, I don't know, whatever you're trying to achieve. It's just not. No, it's not worth it at all. It's not worth stressing yourself out and raising your cortisol level over people that clearly have things going on with them that either they haven't dealt with fully or don't know they need to or whatever. I don't know. Just got a lot of people with a lot of issues on here. Period. That's just how it is. And unless you're going to, you know, be around when those people go to therapy and get the help they need and then come back and you see the difference, then what's the point, you know? What's the point? And I know I've been watching a lot of like new agey type people on this Wife Swap. And they're like, well, time and eternity and all that stuff is just an illusion. No, I'm not saying time and eternity is an illusion. But You have to do in your life, in my opinion, it's only my opinion, you have to do in your life what is crucial to you at that time or to those around you. And if getting involved in somebody else's affairs is going to benefit you, then by all means, go for it. But it's never benefited me. Anytime I have inserted myself into someone else's situation and given my opinion, it bites me in the tail end. It never works out well for me. I may have the purest of intentions. I may know that what I'm saying is the truth, and that if only people would listen to it, they'd be better off and their life would change for the better. But you can't force another person to listen to you or do things the way you want them to do it. So ultimately, each person is going to be left to their own devices anyway. And there's nothing you can really do to change that fact, because we all have a right to live how we want to live. So my coming on here and making a bunch of videos about I don't like this person or that person doesn't really, make sense on how they believe or what they do, it's not going to do me any good to do that. I'd rather just work on myself and be the better person, that I need to be, than worry about what every one of y'all are doing in your life. I mean, I hope you're well. I hope you are enjoying your life, because life indeed is extremely short. The older I get, the more I realize that. And yeah, we had some good times on here on my channel. We definitely did. We had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun back in the flood days. We really did have a lot of bonding between people and friendships that formed. And maybe some of y'all out there are still friends as a result of your time coming in here and chatting back then. But it's not like that anymore. This place has greatly changed. And I just don't feel like this is my second home anymore. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be so bonded and connected to a computer. Computer. Think about where we were before we had YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. We were fine. We had each other. We had our friends. We had our neighbors. We had our families. Oh, that's fine, Spoof. Thanks. So yeah, YouTube is just... I remember a long time ago when Shimmer made the parody about me and said, I can just hit the X and you all go away. And we laughed about it at the time, but honestly, that is what happens for me. As soon as I click out of this, I won't even remember what I talked to you about, or who came in the room, or who said what, or whatever. That's a big reason why when somebody says pray for me like Nancy does, I'll pray right then and there, because I'm going to forget. I'm not going to remember that from one moment to the next. I don't have a memory to retain things unless they're like extremely important. And even then, I have to write down a lot of stuff. My brain doesn't hold on to things like a young person's brain does. So I can only hang on to the things that are pertinent to my lifestyle, that are going to, be something I need to know down the line. So yeah, anyway. That is about it here. I always say that. That's about it. And then I go on talking about other stuff. It's because I'm trying to fill in the emptiness, the blank space, the nobody talking, the no words and names coming up on the screen and moving. I'm trying to fill in that void. I don't like silence. I don't like stillness and, inactivity. So it's uncomfortable to me. So I keep talking. If I'm not going to keep talking, I just sign off, because then I don't have to talk anymore. I could go find something else to do. Anyway. Plus, I'm also thinking of what else I can talk about next, if there's anything. I'm probably just going to get off of here and go and do my exercises for the day. Not sure which ones. I'm kind of thinking today would be a good ab day to do my Asian ab crunch exercises to whittle down the belly and the the hips and the waist and all that good stuff. Might be what I do. I don't know. I hear you, Jeff, and I think you'd be great to make that happen. I'm just not feeling particularly compelled to deal with it. Okay, Nancy, you too. Have a good night. Yeah, I mean, if you want to work in the online community forum format, whatever, you go right ahead. I mean, I even tried to have a membership live and got nobody in there. So that tells me, A, I don't know what the heck I'm doing and I didn't set it up right, or B, people really don't care about having a membership meeting or a live stream for members only. They don't care. They're just content to keep putting money out here to support me, which I greatly appreciate, but they really don't want the interaction, or they just don't have time for it. So, okay. The people have spoken. They have spoken by non-speaking. That's how that works. Yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do is put my shoes on and hoof it down to the mailbox and back. And then when I come back, I will probably find my Asian ab exercises, and I might start filming them on TikTok again and just do like a before and after, or like a day by day for so many days filming. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided. Still got to do that borderline thing, that video upload that I promised you guys. And I will. I just reminded myself now. I also got to go renew my driver's license before my birthday on August 24th. Got to get over there and do that. Right now, I don't have the money to do it. It's like $30, so I have to wait a little bit to do that. I'm sure there's stuff around here I can do. I got dishes I got to do for sure. To do those. And that's about it. And I'm hoping for another cool day soon. I'm going to get out there and mow the lawn again. I did it I think it was last week before the rain hit. And when the rain hits, it gets rainy, floods, blah, blah, blah. And then total calm, but muggy, humid, icky temperatures, which is what it is now. You're ready for winter, then you know what I'm talking about, spoof. Yeah, it's beastly hot. Like, take your breath away hot. So, I will not mow the lawn in that kind of weather. That's just plain dangerous and asking for a heart attack or a stroke. So I won't mow in that weather. But I need some better weather so I can get out there and do that. Oh, yuck, spoof. That's awful. You can keep that kind of weather. I don't want any of that. No, thank you. Yeah, the humidity's beastly here, too. But right now I'm sitting in the air conditioner, so in the air conditioning, it's beautiful in here with the air on. But when I go down to the mail, it will be beastly hot all the way there and all the way back. So, fun times. Yeah, it's awful. And then people are like, well, you could have a pool. For what? For the water to be hot like a bathtub? I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool and neat swimming in a pool that's warm, but you're trying to get cooled off, so what's the point, you know? Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is. I haven't looked it up, but it's muggy hot. I know that. Anywho, I think I'm going to get going, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, though. I appreciate it. I just wanted to come on and do a quick live stream and just pop in and see how everybody was. Oh, yeah, me too, spoof. I get that for sure. I used to walk on my hands across the bottom of the pool. Hi, Bobo Man. You going back to sleep? My Bobo Man on my lap over here. My Bobos. Sleepy Bobos. And there's Momo. And there's Neo. I'm the cat lady. I'm the true cat lady. I'm surrounded by cats all the time, huh, Bobo Man? Yeah, he's going to make sure you know. He's like, I heard Mommy. I'm going up to Mommy. Where you going, guy? My sweet boy. My Bowie. Yeah, he turned out to be a good kitty, didn't you, bud? My Carmine replacement. You're so sleepy. Anyhow. Okay. I'm going to get going, y'all. I'm going to go get my mail, get my ab exercises done, and before long it'll be time to go to bed. And this computer's about to die, too, so I appreciate y'all. I will pop in now and then, and I'll get on that borderline cat hairs borderline personality disorder information video series thing that I'm going to make soon. I'll get to it. I promise. All right. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Be blessed. Have a great night. Try to stay cool and be safe. Shalom.